Say what? Oh yeah. Oh, we'll get rid of that yawn pretty quick here. So we got a little mini workout. We're going to introduce some new movements. So kind of a recap of what we've been doing the last 4 weeks. Okay. So we started by introducing, the movements that we're going to go through, how to do them properly, and then the last 3 weeks really focused on building the strength. Okay. Generally speaking, the purpose of Dryland is to build strength and athleticism, and then fitness, endurance, all that we want to take care of in the water. Obviously, right now pools aren't open, so unless you have a backyard pool to keep fitness up, in the pool, we have to get creative and do, running, jump roping, cycling, stuff like that to keep our fitness up. So generally speaking, we want to focus on getting strong, getting athletic, okay? Because it's one thing to get strong, okay? But we want to be able to apply that strength, okay, to whatever we're doing, okay? Being explosive off the blocks, okay? I can get a 350 pounds back squat, but can I apply that to a good vertical, okay? Be able to explode off that block, or explode out of those turns, okay? So just not having having the leg strength or the strength in general is great, but we want to be able to be athletic and be able to use that strength. So strength is the base where we build everything off of. So we got to have a good strong base. Okay. So with that said, we're going to be going into more of a power phase. We're going to add a little bit more of athletic movements here. We're going to start introducing some plyometrics to really work on that explosiveness, get you being able to move, being aware of your body, being able to control that. So we're going to get into some push-ups right now. We're just going to start with, let's have you guys do 3 inch-warmed push-ups. Okay, remember, you guys can do them right now, so walk it out. Okay, just warming up the shoulders, warming up the push-up. Okay, go ahead, two more, 3 total. So again, we're about 4 weeks in here now. We should be getting to develop a good base of strength here. Okay, you should be seeing some improvements in your push-ups. Maybe you started on your knees. Okay, now maybe you've been progressing up to doing full push-ups. You want to kind of keep pushing yourself. Okay, to do these up to standard best you can every time you do them. Okay, after those, first one we're going to do here is a negative push-up, where we're going to focus on going slow down and then fast on the way up. Okay, so we're going to do a 3 count going down and then 1 count fast explosive push on the way up. So what it'll look like here, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, and then push up. Okay, as fast as you can. So go ahead and try 2 of those. Again, wherever you're at, if you can do them from your toes and your hands, great. Just make sure you're holding great body line, especially on that explosive up. Okay, when we come down, okay, don't push the chest up and then the hips. Not doing the warm, but if you're doing them from the knees, same thing. Slow down, fast on the way up. Okay? You guys got those 2 in? Right. So always, as we start to implement these, plyometric type stuff, more power focused stuff, really focus on quality. Okay, so if you have to modify, like going down on your knees to maintain good quality form, okay, that's fine. I'd rather, like Bill said, I'd rather have you do good quality stuff than do half reps with bad form. Because again, as swimmers, everything we do on land, we want to be able to apply it into the water. So making sure we're holding good body line on these push-ups, very important for having a good body line in the water. Okay. So next one we're going to do is a power push-up. Okay. So again, kind of depending where you're at. Okay, if you can put together, a good 10, 15 solid reps of push-ups, okay, without your form really breaking down, then you can do these from your hands and your toes. Otherwise, I'll show you a couple ways we can modify them. Okay, the first, so we're just going to do a regular push-up, but we're really now going to focus on that explosiveness coming up. So we're going to go down and then push off. Okay, hands leave the ground a little bit. As you explode up. So a couple things here before we try these. Really be careful with the shoulders. Okay, as we come up. Okay, I don't want to land with my arms locked out, with them straight. Okay, one, that's going to mess up my wrists, my shoulders. Okay, I want to make sure you got a nice soft landing. Bend, kind of catch yourself, bend those arms on that landing, catch yourself, right back into it. Okay. A couple ways to modify those, obviously from the knees, doing them inclined. So if you got the edge of the bench or something, you can incline it a little bit. Okay. Again, if that's too hard, the higher you go up, okay, you can go against the wall or something here. Okay, you can push yourself so you can go to standing. Okay, so push yourself all the way up to standing from those incline push-ups. Again, we'll be working up to progressing to doing those on the ground. Okay. So again, just be careful with those shoulders. We don't do a whole lot of those. Okay. There's more explosive stuff we'll be doing to develop that arm strength, but it's a good one to really work on that pushing power. So going into the squats now. Let's go. First, let's get into that deep squat. See how we're doing there. Okay, 4 weeks in, so we should be able to start, being able to get into this deep squat here, where my weight is through the heels. Okay, my back's starting to get a little bit more straight. My shins are a little bit more vertical. Okay, hips are a little bit lower. Okay, if I'm still here, or on these toes, and I have to lean forward. Okay, keep working on it. Again, you can hold on to that door jam in your doorway. Hold on to that, lean back. Really focus on getting on those heels. Okay? Again, we should be pretty close to getting to the deep squat. If you're already there, you're chilling out in that deep squat, you're feeling good. Next thing you want to focus on, okay, is kind of this feet and toe placement here. So it's going to be easier the wider I get my feet and the more I point my toes out, okay, the easier it'll be. Okay, what we want to think about, okay, because this is great, okay, we're working on some great mobility, but this isn't really an athletic position here. That isn't going to really translate anything we do in the water. Okay, we're not going to be pushing off the wall like this. Okay, open turns, flip turns. Okay, but we are, okay, going to get a good power stance where our toes lined up facing forward. Okay, knees, feet just a little bit wider than hips. Being able to get down into that position. Okay, so we can get in that position. This is the start of our flip turn or our open turn. Okay, and then when we have those feet come over, now we're here and we can push off nice and strong. So if our feet are out wide, really start focusing on bringing them in, getting into more of that athletic stance here. So you can see, okay, I'm still getting my hips down. I'm trying to keep my back straight. Okay, so let's get into, now that we've got the hips opened up a little bit, let's do 2 reps of these squats. So just like the push-ups where we went 3 down, 1 up, with the squats we're going to go 5 down, 1 up. Okay, so we're going to go 5 count down. Again, really focus on feet placement here, good athletic stance. okay? Because we want to explode on the way up. So we're going to go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure 5, those legs or the quads are parallel to the ground. Legs at 90, a little bit below. Okay, but we're not going down to here and coming up. So 5, and then 1 count coming up, standing up as fast as you can. Okay, so let's do 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hips down, chest forward, and stand up as fast as you can. Okay, let's do 1 more. 1, 2, chest forward, 3, hips down, 5, and up. Good. Okay, now we're going to get into our squat jumps. Okay, so again, we want to get into that athletic stance here. We're going to go down. Okay, we don't have to go all the way down to parallel, just where we find we're getting the most explosiveness from. Okay, I go back down to here. Okay, when I jump, okay, find your sweet spot where you get the most power from. Again, feet a little bit wider than hips. Okay, go ahead and do 3 squat jumps. Again, focusing on quality. So every jump you do, you're jumping as high as you can. Okay? Which means if you do a jump, okay, and you get off balance a little bit, maybe you gotta take a second or two to reset. Okay? And jump. I'd rather you take those couple seconds and reset to get a good quality jump, rather than trying to do 3 fast jumps. Okay? Okay, that's a different kind of training where we're doing those a little bit quicker, a little bit more high intensity, get the heart rate up. Okay, but when we're trying to get, be able to explode a little bit higher, get a little bit stronger, a little bit faster, we got to do reps at full capacity. So if we're trying to get faster in the water, okay, on sets where we're working on speed, we need to be swimming as fast as we can, okay, 100%. Okay? Same thing when we're trying to work on our jumps, our vertical jumps here. Okay, if I'm just doing, 50% of my height here, okay, yeah, I might condition my legs a little bit, okay, but it's not necessarily going to increase my vertical as I do, 100% jumps here. Because the body's very good at adapting, so we got to keep pushing that edge. We're doing as much as we can to make it adapt and become better. Okay, so that's 2-legged jump, okay, which is great, okay, but again, we want to throw in there some unilateral work here, so 1 leg at a time, 1 arm at a time, 1 side of the body, okay, just to work on 1, identifying any weaknesses, and then 2, working on those weaknesses. So, because if I have 1 leg weaker than the other, okay, that stronger leg is always going to kind of compensate and take over that weaker leg. That 1 leg will always stay a little bit stronger. Okay? Why is that important? 1 example, okay, in swimming, the start. Okay, we're doing the track start. Okay, feet are split apart. Okay, I got to be able to rely on both my legs to push off equally strong. Okay, so with this strong foot's pushing off the front of that block. Okay, or this back foot off the fin, or the back of the block. Okay, I want to be able to get a good amount of power out of each leg there. Okay, so a way to work on that, 1 is just kind of testing to see if you have any imbalances or weaknesses. You can sit in a chair or bench. You can even just do these kind of a half squat kind of thing. But sitting down on 1 leg, have 1 leg up in the air, and then jump up. Okay, you'll notice right off the bat it's a lot harder than jumping off 2 legs, especially from a seated position. Okay, not like you get to run and jump off 1 leg. Okay, if I do the other leg, okay, I notice my right leg a lot harder than my left, so I got to work on that right leg a little bit. Okay? Good. Any questions so far? All right, you guys are looking good. All right, let's get into the sit-ups for our last couple minutes here. So let's start with our 3 count down, 1 count coming up. So when it comes to sit-ups here, what we want to focus on is a nice flat back. 1, 2, 3, and explode up. Okay. So again, you're gonna have that tendency. Some point during this 3 count coming down, it might be on the 2, it might be on the 3, where you get to a point and you just kind of fall back. Okay, either you roll out that back, or you keep the back flat and you just kind of flop on the ground. Avoid that tendency to flop. Control all the way through, even if it's a controlled fall, where it's a little bit slower rather than just totally giving up and falling down. Okay, that's a lot better than giving up halfway. Again, we want to start focusing on good quality reps. Okay, and again, controlling through that fall wherever that might be. Okay, you might be able to control it all the way down. Okay, you might get halfway before you kind of lose it, but focus on controlling as much as you can. Control through that fall. Okay. Good. So keep that head in line. Okay. Again, we want to focus on good body line. I'm not curling my neck here. Got a nice flat back. Head's in line. And you go straight back. Okay. Looking good. All right. And the last one. Show you 2 different ways you can do this. One, if you have a med ball, a rubber one that you can slam against the ground, or a slam ball. Okay, it doesn't have to bounce. Slam balls, go into the ground, but overhead. So we'll go kind of these around the world. Med ball slams, where we're going to come up, come down explosively, and we're going to do kind of a side crunch. Okay, work those obliques, down and back. So if you got a med ball, okay, just make sure you're doing it on the ground. That isn't going to destroy the floor. If you got, don't do them on wood floors or tile or anything like that. Do them on the concrete or on rubber mats. If you don't have a med ball, okay, that's fine. Come up overhead. As your arms come down, bring that knee up. So we're just doing a side crunch. Bring that knee to the elbow. Okay, nice explosive. Down with the elbows and up with the knees, all exploding at the same time. Okay. All right. Looks good, you guys. Any questions? That is all we got today.